Okay, this is Karen Mandrick. Trying to post a video to YouTube using my phone. I tried using my tablet, and about 2 minutes into the video, the battery went dead. So it's plugged in, and my laptop is not working right now, and I'm gonna do this video a little different in that I am filming from my desk. I'm not facing the camera. I can't seem to get it so that I can switch directions that the camera is going. And I'm going to try to film this and then put it on my YouTube channel. I don't know if it's going to work. I will try if I get it on YouTube to upload it to Facebook, but I've never done this before, and I'm hoping it's going to work a little bit better with the phone than it was with the tablet. So this is the pen that I usually use for my Bible journaling, and it's a 4-color pen, and it's Bic. The Bic pens are made very well. This is probably the most expensive writing utensil that I use for Bible journaling, and these are between $3 to $4 each, but they last for years. Now, the blue and the black I use for my regular writing. The red I use for Words of Christ, and there's different other things I use it for. And the green I write my prayers in, and there's different things I use these different arrangement of colors for. I have right here that I'm putting this in. This is my Bible journaling stuff. Over here, some highlighters and some pens. So I will show you in my journaling Bible that I have everything color coded, and really the color coding got too complex as to what it meant. So after a while, some of the colors I have to look up or forget, but this based on subject, and some of it is highlighted with crayons and colored pencils, and other stuff is outlined or circled depending on what it is. But I use these every day. There's some Dollar Tree knockoff of these. These don't last as long, but they're cheaper. This is one with various colors, and I use it some. I use the Bic more often. The different colors add kind of like a pop of color and make it very pretty. And this one is another Dollar Tree one. It's got a little decorative daisy and some confetti-like stuff inside in different colors. And these are nice to have, and they're pretty, and they aren't of the same quality as the Bic. I have a couple of the Bics in pastel colors that I got at the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen those in a few years. And then I have some colored pens I use for different stuff, and using colored pencils and twistable crayons for highlighting is something that it won't bleed through the page. And you can buy Bible highlighters, but this is what I get because it really doesn't bleed for the page, and it's much cheaper. Some of these are twistables, and some of these are like Crazy Art's version of twistables. Crazy Art ones fall apart a little easier if you're carrying them in a bag, but if you just have them on your desktop, they are fine. Over here I have basically highlighters. These were one year for back to school at the Dollar Tree, and they're kind of Dollar Tree's knockoff of Mildliner markers. The bottom tip that's thinner doesn't work, but they're very good markers and have had them for a while. Even they're good quality for what I paid for them. And then there are the Mildliners, and they are good, and they're very good. They're very mild color. They're a lot of people use them for Bible journaling in their Bibles, but they still bleed a tiny bit, and so I usually don't. And then I have some of this is like Bics. It's almost like their version of a Mildliner, and it's brighter than a Mildliner, but it's still the pastel colors. And then there's just some regular highlighters. This is a Staples one, and there's some pens in there, and that's what I use. This is my journaling Bible. It has basically, I put cross references in it. It's marked with washi tapes for things that stick out to me in the Bible. If I want to look for something really quickly, like here, I'm trying to look and see why I have this marked. Other than that, this is Romans 12, and Romans 12 is important to me, and it's very good. And Romans 13 should be marked too, because Romans 13 is one of the key verse in my testimony in my book. This is my current Bible journal. It's nothing really fancy. It's a composition book from the Dollar Tree that has I can't forget what contact paper on it from the Dollar Tree, and then there's a bulletin taped on here from church as decoration and some washi tape, and I covered it with tape, and I'm gonna try to this is a general form I use for the SOAP method of Bible study. I designed this. You can do it in a bullet journal, but you can do it in a regular book for cheaper, and this the date right there. And then there's the scripture. So it's a scripture, observation, application, and prayer. And I'm kind of shielding this page because it's kind of private. But I also use this form. These are some books. These are not religious books right here. They're not Christian. They're meditation books for Overeaters Anonymous, and written by 12-step food addiction people. Food for Thought is written by an OA member. Letting Go of Compulsive Eating is written by people in different food addiction groups anonymously. So I do those every day, and a lot of my friends might say that they point out that they aren't Christian books, but I feel like they have value, and that the things we're told to do in recovery are very simple, and it's like just do them. So this is devotionals. It's using the same form too as I did for the SOAP method that I created, and there's the different devotionals, and then I just write something in it from each devotional. I copy words down or something, because a lot of times when same thing for the meditation books, a lot of times whenever you're I am reading the book, I can read it, put it down, and forget immediately what I've read. And so taking some sort of note on it helps me to retain more. So, looking back on it, there's some questions for reflection and from one of the books I'm going through. I'm doing the James Max Lucado, and then I put coloring pages and bulletins in it to make it look pretty. And so here is day, this is the 27th, and I was doing verse mapping. So I do it a little bit different in that I do use the 1828 in addition to looking up the Greek words. So right here is where it starts. I'm going through James, and so this is the verse, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him," James 2:5. So I'm going through James slowly, and so I'm looking up each word. This is hearken, and this is right here is the Greek word. This is the number that's been given by Strong's Bible Concordance for the word, and then I put this part of speech. Sometimes when it's translated from Greek, which these are Greek, into English, the parts of speech change, and so I like to keep track of that, and that's just something I do. It's not particularly a part of verse mapping. So this is hearken, and I wrote down everything that the word means and in the Greek and what it meant. Like a lot of things in Greek and Hebrew have genders assigned to them. I know they do in Spanish too, and I'm not sure why they do that, but I picked out different words that I wanted to see the meaning of, and above each of these in red is a reference number to the Strong's concordance number that was given to them. So I looked it up first in the Greek. And so then did a few other things here. Then I come into the Webster's 1828. Now, the Webster's 1828 dictionary is the first Webster's dictionary ever written. And so here, whenever I look up the word hearken, I look it up in the Webster's 1828. I have a hard copy version of this, but all of these helps I'm using you can get on your smartphone for free. So there is the word hearken, and so I looked it up in the Greek and in the English. A lot of times we use the 1828 dictionary because the meaning of the words in 1611 when the King James came out and the meanings in the year 1828 when the first Webster's dictionary came out are more similar than what a modern day dictionary would define them as. So I looked that up, and then I have, and a lot of people that I know wouldn't do this, but I've looked them up and I did a translation comparison. I highlighted the same words. Every time I'm highlighting hearken, I do it in purple, and it's translated in the New King James, and these different versions is listen, is highlighted in purple. And you might wonder why I do this. It's traditionally a part of verse mapping, but also a lot of it reinforces what I've been taught. And I like doing this as to see how the other versions, like I will pick the versions that I'm using differently. And a lot of people would say I shouldn't do this. But, it's knowledge is power. I don't know what else to say. This is personal prayer, and then I come back to the stuff, and that's pretty much what I do. You don't need anything really fancy. I do have a different notebook that I'm going to use when this one is full, and I actually got one that's decorative already that I don't have to add stuff to. And so that is what I wanted to show you today.